I am ready for fall gardening, and today I am gonna transplant these cucumbers that I have here growing. As you can see here, they have their true leaves on already. So it's just time for me to transplant them directly into the ground. And I have two different varieties growing here. So I'm just gonna take my little hand shovel and I am gonna gently remove them from this planter that I have here sitting on my deck. And I'm gonna now try to be really careful with them, make sure I don't damage the main roots here. So I'm gonna dig them out with my fingers pretty much, just to make sure I don't damage the roots. And look at the root system on this one. And I just gotta be really careful with these roots because they are very tiny roots and I don't want to damage them. They're already on their way being developed. So I just have to keep them from being damaged. And these are very easy to be separated. I just pick it up like this and I just push my thumb in there and I separate it just like so. So it's pretty much really easy to do. And they all look nice and green and healthy. Can't wait to transplant these to get a really nice fall harvest. And I have here two varieties. One is a dar, and I dropped these seeds on 712. That's a dark cucumber for pickling, and this one is the Max Pack. So this is a prolific bearer right here, and I also dropped those seeds on July 12th. So now that I uprooted these little seedlings, and I'm really trying to get better with tagging and labeling. So I have the label right here with the two different varieties, and I'm gonna take it to this spot here where I uprooted some strawberries in these two strawberry beds where I've been growing them for a few years now. So I'm just gonna completely remove those and use some of the runners to replant elsewhere, but for now this is not going to be my strawberry beds anymore. So right here I have some materials that I got from the compost pile, and I did grab over here in this bucket some worm castings. So I'm going to mix the two together and I'm going to put it directly in the hole once I dig the hole to put the plant in there. I have been trying to get rid of these two strawberry beds for a couple years now, and it's like every time I say, you know what, no more strawberries right here, it's like I just let it grow again because they do so well there. But I do have planters that I'm growing them in right now, and I have way more than I need, but I'm still gonna plant these ones, some of these ones in another planter because they are really good bearers. And because of the runners, which are obviously new plants, it's good and it's healthier than the older plants. So I swap them out every few years anyways. I probably give them like 2, 3 years maybe. I don't think I give them 3 years, but I give them up to 2 years and then I pull them out and I use the runners as new plants. So it's a gift that keeps on giving. So we're going to be planting these strawberries, but just in a different spot. So now I'm going to go ahead and dig all the holes first to put the plants in. And I'm going to plant them really deep to make sure they get a good start. The root system is already looking good. So I'm just going to make way for a healthier root system. So while I was digging with the plants in, I thought about what am I going to use for a trellis, and I remembered I had one of these trellises right here, and this is the Burpee trellis netting. It's 5 by 15 feet, and I've had this for a few years. If you've noticed where I grow my sweet pea, so this is a sweet peas right here, and now I'm using it for this cucumber that's growing here. But this stays right in place, and I grow my sweet peas here every year. All I do is just add some compost along the bed to give the soil a little bit of a boost. I have that net in there for quite a few years, and this is the second one that I bought together with that one. So I just actually took it out the package and I'm going to be using it to put these cucumbers on for the fall season. So these holes, I'm digging them actually 1.5 feet apart, and I'm not exactly measuring it, but it's just approximate. And that's because I'm the one taking care of this, and I am the one that's going to be out here making sure that this is trellis the right way that I want it to. Sometimes people come up with the spacing for plants that you're growing in your garden, but I just go by, eyeballing and what I know I can offer these plants, and that I have the time to come in here and train them the way I want them to grow. And this is vertical growing. I'm going to save space at the lower level, and this is going to be growing up, and I'll be out here training these plants just how I want them to grow. So now I have all the holes dug. They are pretty deep, as you can see, and they are in close enough proximity to the trellis. So I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of the compost and the worm castings in there, and then I'm gonna put the plants in. You guys can see the quality of this soil, and this soil was brought in here when this house was being constructed. So this is why I keep adding natural materials to enhance the soil and make it better as I go along. So now once this starts growing a little bigger, I'm just gonna fill in the soil around the plant, and I'm planting it deep to make sure that it gets a good start and to maintain a strong root system. So we'll move on to the next. This one's already planted. I kind of lined up the plants near the holes, so I'm just going to continue planting. Alright, so now I'm done planting in the 2 different varieties of cucumbers. This one does have a trellis, and this one here does not have a trellis. It grows more bushier than having a longer vine, so I am going to work with it as it grows more, and I'm going to put the adequate support that it's going to need. And then I had some room over here at the end of both beds, and I just transplanted some celery that I had growing in a pot. I prepared that for my fall garden. I just put it on this bucket cover here, and now I just plant it in the ends right here in the end of these 2 beds here. I'm almost done. I have a few more left. I gotta find some spots I gotta stick these into. I won't be watering these in because it's gonna rain again tonight, but tomorrow I'll definitely come out and watch them in the morning to see how they're doing, but I'm sure they're gonna be pretty fine. So this is all for now. I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next time right here on Fifi's Journey.